You might have heard whispers about Trump giving out tax refunds in Dogecoin. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it is. The idea of receiving tax refunds in a cryptocurrency that started as a joke is certainly amusing, but it's far from reality. Dogecoin, with its Shiba Inu mascot, has captured the imagination of many, but let's dive deeper into why this rumor has no basis in fact. There's no official plan for this. The government has strict protocols and systems in place for tax refunds, and none of them involve cryptocurrencies. Tax refunds are typically issued in the form of direct deposits or checks, and the idea of switching to a volatile digital currency like Dogecoin is not only impractical, but also highly unlikely. It's all based on some chatter online, and people are getting carried away. Social media platforms and online forums are breeding grounds for rumors and misinformation. A single tweet or post can spark a wildfire of speculation, leading people to believe in far-fetched ideas without any credible evidence. This is exactly what's happening with the Dogecoin tax refund rumor. So, before you go buying a lifetime supply of kibble with your imaginary Dogecoins, let's break down what's really going on. The excitement around Dogecoin has led to a lot of creative but unfounded ideas. While it's fun to imagine a world where your tax refund comes in the form of a meme cryptocurrency, it's important to stay grounded in reality. The truth is always a little less exciting than the hype. In the world of finance and government policies, changes happen slowly and are often met with a lot of scrutiny. The hype around Dogecoin tax refunds is a perfect example of how people can get swept up in the excitement of a trending topic, only to be let down by the mundane reality. And in this case, it involves something called the Shiba Inu project. The Shiba Inu project is a decentralized cryptocurrency experiment that has gained a lot of attention, but it has no connection to government tax policies. It's important to distinguish between the playful, speculative nature of projects like Shiba Inu and the serious, regulated world of government finance. So, while it's fun to dream, let's keep our feet on the ground and our Dogecoins in our digital wallets. It all started with a tweet, as these things often do. Someone suggested that money saved by the government should be given back to taxpayers. Elon Musk chimed in, and then Donald Trump added his 2 cents. Suddenly, people thought free money was raining from the sky. But hold your horses. A few tweets don't make a government policy. Let's be clear. There's no official plan for Trump Doge tax refunds. Now, about that Shiba Inu project. It's not about cute dogs, sadly. It's a group that looks for ways the government wastes money. They found billions of dollars that could be saved. That's a lot of kibble. But finding the waste is just the first step. Actually doing something about it, that's a whole other story. And giving it back to taxpayers, even more complicated. So, what does this mean for your tax return? Nothing, really. There's no plan to send out checks, Dogecoins, or even Trump stakes. Those dollar amounts you might have seen thrown around? Pure speculation. It's like saying you'll win the lottery because you bought a ticket. Possible? Sure. Likely? Not even a little bit. Now Elon Musk and Donald Trump might have added fuel to the fire with their tweets, but even they aren't promising free money. Musk later said those big refund numbers were just best-case scenarios. And Trump? Well, he's good at talking, not so much at following through. The bottom line is, don't count on these guys to pad your bank account anytime soon. Section 6. Stimulus checks, a different story. This whole thing is being compared to those stimulus checks sent out during COVID. But that's like comparing apples and orangutans. Those checks were meant to help people during a crisis. This Doge refund thing, it's based on potential savings that haven't even happened yet. Completely different beasts. Section 7. Imagine if, but don't hold your breath. Okay, let's play pretend for a second. Imagine a world where the government suddenly becomes incredibly efficient at finding and eliminating wasteful spending. They manage to recover billions, maybe even trillions of dollars. What would they do with all that money? Would they invest it in infrastructure, education, or healthcare? Or would they decide to give it back to us, the taxpayers? Imagine the government actually did find all this wasted money and decided to give it back to us. Picture this. A sudden windfall in your bank account, a check in the mail, or even a tax rebate. It sounds like a dream come true, right? But let's dig a little deeper. Would it be good for the economy? Maybe. Economists would likely have a field day debating the potential impacts. On one hand, more money in people's pockets could stimulate spending and boost economic growth. On the other hand, it could also lead to inflation, as more money chasing the same amount of goods and services tends to drive prices up. The balance is delicate and the outcome's uncertain. Would it be used to buy a lot of useless stuff? Definitely. Human nature being what it is, many people would likely splurge on things they don't really need. Imagine the surge in sales of luxury items, gadgets, and other non-essential goods. The market for absurdly extravagant items would probably skyrocket. It's a funny thought, but also a bit concerning. But this is all hypothetical. It's a fun exercise to imagine what could be, but the reality is often much more complex and less rosy. The logistics of redistributing such a vast amount of money would be a nightmare, and the unintended consequences could be significant. Don't spend that refund before you get it, because you probably won't. The idea of a massive government refund is tantalizing, but it's important to stay grounded in reality. While it's nice to dream, we should focus on practical ways to improve our financial situations and advocate for responsible government spending. After all, some things are just too good to be true. Section 8. Don't be fooled. Stay informed. The moral of the story is this: don't believe everything you read on the internet, especially when it comes to politicians and free money. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, but take a moment to think critically. Look for reliable sources and don't be afraid to ask questions. Knowledge is power, people. Don't let misinformation take advantage of you. Section 9. Spread the word, not the misinformation. In today's digital age, information spreads like wildfire. With just a few clicks, a piece of news can reach millions of people around the globe. But with this incredible power comes great responsibility. It's crucial to ensure that the information we share is accurate and reliable. Misinformation can cause unnecessary panic, spread false beliefs, and even harm individuals and communities. So how can we make sure we're part of the solution and not the problem? First and foremost, always approach sensational headlines with a healthy dose of skepticism. If something sounds too outrageous or too good to be true, it probably is. Take a moment to verify the source of the information. Is it coming from a reputable news outlet, or is it from a website known for spreading rumors and fake news? Cross-check the information with other reliable sources. If multiple trusted outlets are reporting the same thing, it's more likely to be true. So the next time you see a headline about Trump DOGE tax refunds, remember, it's probably too good to be true. But don't keep that skepticism to yourself. Share your findings with others. If you come across a piece of misinformation, let your friends and family know. Educate them about the importance of verifying information before sharing it. Encourage them to think critically and question the sources of the news they consume. By doing this, you're not only protecting them from falling for fake news, but also helping to create a more informed and discerning community. Share this information with your friends, family, and even your colleagues. Start conversations about the importance of media literacy and the dangers of misinformation. The more people are aware of these issues, the less likely they are to fall for fake news. And remember, it's not just about correcting false information, it's also about promoting accurate and reliable news. Share articles from trusted sources and highlight the importance of supporting quality journalism. And that weird neighbor who always wears a tinfoil hat? Yes, even they can benefit from a little media literacy. While it might be challenging to change deeply held beliefs, it's worth trying to introduce them to the concept of verifying information. Use humor and patience, and who knows, you might just make a difference. After all, everyone deserves to be well informed. Let's fight misinformation one DOGE meme at a time. Memes are a powerful tool for communication in today's digital world. They can be funny, relatable, and most importantly, shareable. Use memes to spread awareness about the importance of fact-checking and media literacy. A well-crafted meme can reach a wide audience and make a lasting impact. So get creative and use humor to educate and inform. And if, by some miracle, those refunds do materialize, you can thank me later. But in the meantime, let's focus on spreading accurate information and debunking false claims. Celebrate the small victories when you successfully correct a piece of misinformation or help someone understand the importance of media literacy. Every little bit helps in the fight against fake news. Or just use the money to buy yourself something nice. You deserve it. Treat yourself for being a responsible and informed citizen. By taking the time to verify information and educate others, you're making a positive impact on the world. So go ahead, reward yourself for your efforts. And remember, the fight against misinformation is ongoing, but together we can make a difference.